Hi guys, what's going on? First of all, I just want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing to my page. I really appreciate it. I'm Asong, and for the past 12 years, I have been traveling around the world, exploring beautiful places on a budget. And it's been a long road. I have been contemplating to be on YouTube, but yes, finally I'm on YouTube. So today I'm going to show you some heads up on how to first start to travel on the budget. Let's go! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're actually new on this channel, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get it going. Guys, welcome back. So I have been traveling around the world, like I told you, and I am really interested to share my experience, guys. I have saved a lot of money. If you ask me how much I've saved for the past 12 years, I'm probably gonna save more than $100,000 in traveling. Seriously, no joke. And so I'm gonna, if I can travel, saving a whole lot on a budget, staying in one of the most top hotels in the world, so are you. Yes, so the whole idea of having this channel is about exploring the world, staying in the most beautiful luxury hotels on a budget. Now, the first thing I always say, what type of traveler are you? Now, a lot of people don't know this. There are actually 4 types of travelers around the world. The first one is gonna be a solo traveler like myself. I have the opportunity to travel around the world solo and exploring one of the most beautiful places, from one of the beautiful Zanzibar and the Indian Ocean in Africa and East Africa, to one of the Caribbean beaches with the turquoise waters, and all the way to the beautiful deserts of Dubai. I have all been there on a budget, and I'm gonna walk this through you. So I'm gonna name it. Number 2 type of travel that I travel around the world are people travel as a family. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Traveling as a family is completely different. Like, people travel as solo, because first of all, you have to accommodate the kids, especially if you have kids less than 10 years old. You have to make sure that where you're staying, it's family friendly, kids friendly, because just a lot of people don't pay attention to those things, because the kids have to have fun just like the adults have to have fun. And it's very important to know, if you're going to one of the beautiful places like in the Caribbean, or even in Africa, places in Africa or West Africa, where they have this beautiful apartment complex like Airbnb, you really want to take note is that, okay, this place can accommodate kids, how many rooms it have, because you're on a budget, you have to pay attention to that. If you want to stay in some of these hotels, like especially in Africa, you have to make sure that they're actually very expensive. So booking in advance. But if you're having a whole family, you probably want to take like a suite. If you're in a family of 5, more than kids, I would say, okay, if that kind of budget works on you, go for it. If not, go for beautiful Airbnbs. Now, places to stay is something I'm going to walk you through. And also the third type of travel that I travel is people travel for honeymoon, couples, or celebrating their anniversaries. Especially the ladies, they want a particular place. I know the guys always want to walk around this area and say, hey, Bali, Indonesia is going to be good, because most of these ladies love Bali, Indonesia. Santorini, Greece, people love that for honeymoon. And so they have a criteria that fits that need as a couple. So that's one of the things I also want to pay attention to it. Traveling as a couple is completely different from traveling as a family, because just 2 of you and just adults, it's a whole different taste, a whole different type of vibe. Maybe you want to be somewhere, want to sip some fine wine, or get some cocktails, be on the beach side, or maybe you want to feel in the desert and have some fun. They have their own things they're actually looking for as a couple. And then the 4th one as traveling as friends. Traveling as a friends or classmates is completely different. They have a whole type of vibe they're looking for, and then renting an Airbnb as a group is kind of really great. Or maybe you want to get hotels with a resort, booking advance, having 2 beds, 2 king-size beds. It's something where people don't really pay attention to it. You save a whole lot of money. And those type of people really know the type of fun they're looking for. They want to be where they have like parties. Some just want to chill and have fun, playing some games indoors. Some people want to explore the island, some zip lining, or ATV rides. All those things have the type of it. Yes, some type of activities are going to be all through those 4 categories, but these are the most important 4 categories you have to pay attention. So the question is, which one are you? let's go. You gotta start asking yourself, all right, if I want to start traveling, what is the first thing I have to pay attention to? People say, yeah, I'll just go ahead and book it. It's not about booking. It's about planning. So you need to plan ahead, especially when you're on a budget. You say, okay, I'm planning to travel with my family. With 5 of us, here is the budget that I have. Trust me, I know everybody has a bucket list, but there's somewhere in the world that kind of fits your budget. One other thing you need to pay attention is traveling has become very, very expensive. That's one thing you need to know. Pre-COVID, post-COVID, traveling has gone up to more than 40%, especially with the flights, traveling around the world. I just came back from an Asian tour, and I'll tell you, I use my points, which is something I'll get back to you some other time, how to use points in order to save in traveling. To travel, if not, it's cost me more than $2,500 just for flight tickets. And that's something you have to pay attention to it. Yes, there is somewhere around the world you can travel on a budget all around you. You just have to find a way to think about it. And I'm gonna help you around this. And during my whole type of channel, I'll be showing one of the most beautiful places I have been to. Thank you. So guys, I have a link on the description. If you wanna support me on my page, you can go ahead and support me. I really appreciate that. And stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna show you how to travel based on where you're located. I have a lot of travelers from different parts of the world, from Africa, from the United States, Australia, and Europe. There are ways you have to travel based on those locations, when to book it, how to book it. I'm gonna show you that in my next video. Stay tuned. So guys, now ask yourself, what category do you fall into? Now remember, you could be a couple, but sometimes you want to travel alone, and then some days you want to travel with your wife, your spouse, or again you want to travel with the family if you have a family. And those who are single are still planning to get married, you need to know your traveling expense actually changes. So put that on a budget. It's something you have to always think about it and plan around that. So those are the things I really wanted to share with you guys for today.